What's up guys, welcome back to Fish Over Chicks Woodworking. My name is Peter, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can turn one sheet of plywood into $200 or even more. So let's get into it. So guys, for this video basically what I did is I bought a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood, so of course 1/2 inch thick by 4 feet wide and 8 feet long. That cost me 60 bucks at Lowe's, and basically I made as many projects as I could. Actually, I had some wood left over after these projects, which I built into other projects, so we'll get to that later, but let's get into it. All right guys, so the first one we're talking about is this wooden American flag. So as you can see here, this was just a piece of plywood that was exactly this big. Then what I did is I went ahead and I cut different strips off it. Then I went ahead and rounded those edges over, painted them, painted that blue, got that stencil on there, did the stars, and this one I'm actually keeping in my shop because I put some French cleats on it. So this is the one that you've been seeing back here, and this came from one sheet of plywood. So that flag I would charge $40 for. So here's how I came to that price point. Basically, I made flags that were a little bit bigger than that, and I sold those for $50. Of course, one that's a little bit smaller, you know, take off 10 bucks because it's less wood, less time, a little bit less material. So 40 bucks is what the price point at that would be. All right guys, the next project we're talking about is the liquor cabinet I made here. Obviously, had to buy some hardware for this, had to get those hinges. Those were 2 bucks, but everything else is plywood, don't worry. So basically, all I did here was cut some dados here with the table saw, got some rabbets there, and put everything together. I made a much nicer liquor cabinet out of walnut a while ago. When I was coming up with this idea for this video and what I could make, I saw the liquor cabinet and I thought, what if I made one of those out of plywood? Obviously, much cheaper wood. It's not gonna look as nice because we got that edge grain exposed, but that's okay. You know, it's a nice piece. Haven't really sanded this one down, but you'd have no problem getting $30 to $40 for this. We're gonna go the low price right now and say 30, just because we don't know if we can get 40, but I don't really think you'd have any trouble with that depending on where you're selling it, but we're gonna say 30 bucks for this. I actually don't have this next project because I did sell it. It was a little bookshelf. Basically, it was 29 inches tall, 19 inches wide. So a small bookshelf, but it had that bottom, middle, and top shelf in it. John could put up a picture here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We actually put it in my girlfriend's apartment so we could take a picture of it to sell it online. It's staged nicely, helps people imagine what they're actually gonna put on the bookshelf themselves. So it's a tip for selling. Make sure you stage things nicely. If you're gonna sell them, take nice photos. So that's the picture of that before we sold it. 25 bucks, easy, you know, it wasn't a lot of work. Basically just did those dados with the table saw, and again, the rabbet on both ends, just like we did for that liquor cabinet. So we got 25 bucks for that. I believe that brings our total up to $95 so far. So let's move on to the fourth project. So this next project is obviously a coffee table. I love making coffee tables. This was my first time making one this style, which I really, really like. I love the way it came out, and I'm definitely gonna make more of it. And the best part is, it is so light. I mean, like, Pinky's just like so light. I've been using it in my house. I haven't put it up for sale yet, but this would totally be a $60 coffee table, if not more. On Facebook Marketplace, no doubt you can get 60 bucks for this. I think before I'm gonna sell it though, I'm gonna paint it and maybe charge a little bit more, but we're gonna go with 60, add that to the total, 95 plus 60, 155. So we're at 155 so far. Fun fact about the legs is that 2 of the legs actually went on to this project for the battery holder. So that's one of the things I said at the beginning of the video, that we've got those extra pieces. So I got 2 of those there, and then I don't know where the other 2 went. I know I used them for something. Very nice project, very light project, and probably my favorite coffee table I've ever built. All right guys, the next project, which is helping us get up to that $200 mark, is the Catchall. So this is a smaller Catchall. I made 2 Catchalls that were a little bit bigger, and I actually sold one of them to John's roommate and another one to another friend of mine for 15 bucks each. This one also get 15 bucks off. They're about the same size. The other ones were a little bit bigger, like I mentioned, but easy 15 bucks for this. It's a nice thing to have in the middle of your coffee table, like the one I just built, or, oh, thank you, John. You know, hold your stuff, hold your wallet, hold your phone, hold your safety glasses, you know, hold your hammer, awesome. Hold your pencils, yeah. hold your glue, hold your golf clubs. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Good, it's good for paint as well. Oh, how could I forget? The miter saw is also so clearly you can fit so many things. I mean, really happy with so.
Did you just spill paint?
Yeah, the bit went too far. The bit went too far. Yeah, I'm gonna go change. I got paint all over me. And we gotta clean up. Good one, boys. Alright, guys. Well, we decided since the workbench is already black and there's a ton of paint on this, we're just gonna paint it black. So, no more chalkboard workbench, just gonna be black paint. We'll get back to you in a little bit. Alright, guys. Quick wardrobe change. As you see, we decided to go ahead and paint the bench, so it is wet and we're not going to touch it. The Catchall now has paint all over it. So, do we take $15 off of our total because we can no longer sell the Catchall? No, we're going to paint it. So there's how you can turn a sheet of plywood into $200. But guys, that's really it. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you enjoyed that unintentional blooper and the newly painted workbench. So please subscribe. We're going to be doing a giveaway when we get to 10,000. And we also have a huge video coming up for you guys. It is 100 woodworking projects. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we will be posting that video shortly after. So make sure you stick around for that. But again, thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next one. Guys, if you like that video and you want to see more information about this French cleat behind me, click here for that video.